else. Now, what an atheist could say is, okay, let me not be an atheist for a second. Let me just say, if you're saying your God is a good God, why does he do these things in the Old Testament say? That's a good question for an atheist to ask. Is that the question you're asking?
Yeah, something like that. Or like, for example, like when you mentioned the Nazis and everything, I was like, well, these people were defined as subhuman. That's why they could kill them.
Right.
But in the Old Testament, it was like, well, the Canaanites, were, they basically had to be like, massacred on like a crazy amount because. If you read some of the Old Testament books, they go from city to city, killing all the people.
All right, let's take a look
things
at
like
that. I got the gist, okay? Is God immoral for killing the Canaanites? This is a question, a common question.
Yeah.
Let me just start out by pointing out that if there is no God, why is any so-called Old Testament atrocity wrong? This is a question I asked atheists, to which they respond, if they're honest, they'll say, okay, but it's still a problem for your worldview. The next question is this. Is God arbitrary, or does he give reasons for judging people in the Old Testament? Is he arbitrary, or does he say, here's why these people need to go? The answer is, they've been doing all sorts of awful things for 400 years, and I've been patient, but now it's Judgment Day. In fact, one of the things the Canaanites were doing is they were sacrificing their babies to the molten hot metal god known as Molech. What they would do is they would heat this metal idol up, then they would put their babies on its hot arms, and the babies would literally sizzle to death. Plutarch, a Greek writer, writes of this, and he says that the drummers in the community, when this ceremony was going on, would drum louder so the parents of the kids being sacrificed wouldn't hear the screams of their own children. Now, on every college campus I go to, an atheist normally says, if there is a good God, why doesn't he stop all the evil in the world? Well, here's an instance where God steps in to stop it, and the atheists are complaining about it. Right?